If you haven't seen it already, Gallup just released the latest results of their ongoing poll regarding religious belief in America. And once again, Team Normal is kicking the tushy of Team Crazy. Not that you'd know it by seeing where this country is headed, especially in light of the recent Supreme Court decisions on abortion, prayer in school, and the public funding of private religious education. Regardless, Gallup reports that literal belief in the Bible has gone down from 24% in 2017 to just 20% in 2022. 4 percentage points in just 5 years. That's a reduction of... Well, they've lost 4 of their previously held 24%, right? That seems like a lot of percents to me. Definitely more than 10%, more than 10, right? I know that. On the downside, nearly 50% of Americans still believe the Bible to be the inspired word of God. These are the folks who don't necessarily believe that their God is a genocidal maniac, but still appreciate his homophobia and the prohibition against women speaking up at church. Among non-Christians and nuns, people with no religious affiliation, 65% of Americans believe the Bible to be an ancient book of fables, legends, and history, along with 29% of all adult Americans and even 16% of Christians, who obviously just need a few more hours watching YouTube atheists like myself to get their bearings. Come on, folks, help me out. If you've been paying attention to the atheist contingent here on YouTube, many of my brethren and sistren have been heartened by this information and have made videos of their own celebrating the results, but I just can't get there. 20%? That means 1 out of 5 people I meet are completely batshit crazy, knowing nothing of history, cosmology, biology, anthropology, and all of the other relevant OGs. 20% of my fellow country folk think a book filled with some of the craziest, most disgusting, and evil shit imaginable is not only literally true, but given to us by an all-loving God as a recommendation on how we ought to live our lives. I mean, just think about it for 2 seconds and realize how much absolute insanity is contained in the pages of that book. The year is 20,022, people, and 20% of American adults are still taking this nonsense literally. Are you fundamentally kidding me? 20% of American adults still believe that a teenage girl gave birth without ever having intercourse with a man, and to a god no less, who was also fully human, of course. They believe that people in Roman times all had to return to the hometown of their ancestors from 1,000 years ago to participate in a census. That same 20% of Americans believe the Magi were led on camelback for 2 to 3 weeks by a star like it was a GPS device to see a baby. And if you want to get really crazy, these folks believe that a dead man literally rose from the grave after a 36-hour dirt nap with the ability to walk through walls and defy gravity, ultimately ascending into the sky until he went up in flames trying to escape our atmosphere without sufficient velocity. Oh, and let's not forget all the other folks who came back to life after who knows how long and wandered around Jerusalem having coffee and scaring the hell out of their great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandkids. The zombie apocalypse has come and gone, folks. You missed it. And of course, now these people get to prey on our... Excuse me, I misread that. Pray with our children if our children want to participate in school sports. If that's not enough, our tax dollars will now be funding the schools of folks who want their kids to believe in talking snakes and a God who abso-fucking-lutely loves the Walking Dead. 20% people. Woohoo? No, I'm sorry, I don't think so. Once again, I'm me. Thanks for watching.